Hi guys, welcome you all. Today we are going to talk about introduction to our agenda. And okay, welcome you all to Fishers Academy. And now let's begin the video. And first, we are going to talk about history and evolution of R. Actually, the topics here covered are history and evolution of R, principle and software paradigm, description of R interface, and advantages of R, and drawback of R. It's so good. And so why use R, and references for learning R. Okay, and now let's begin the topic. History and evolution of R. First, originally it was being originated in Bell's laboratory as others like C programming languages. It was originated in 1970s, and this has been a evolution by S languages for years. It is being developed for 30 years till now and applied in high-tech industries. Actually, this is developed perfectly concurrently with years in 1970s and 1993 it was being made public. And acceleration of our development are helped to Devi mailing lists and creating of our core groups. Here you can see the table which proves that you can able to see what is in the art development. Okay, and next is all about explosion of art popularity or in last the decade. Object oriented, yes, R is an object oriented language and growing user base and scripting features and free and open source, as you know guys, and irrational reasons as R is seen as cool. Okay, and here that shows the comparison of mailing list. Actually, this shows which years the mailing list was growing out. In 2010 the SAS was even decreasing, where R was increased in a level of savage. In 1993 R was only with 100 and it has now gone up to 3000, where SPSN stats and SAS, one of the best legends of statistical languages, are ranging in 2000s, where our R has been raised up to 3000, and now in 2019 it may range up about to 2000 5000 also. Okay, and popularity amongst programming languages are 257, SQL 184, and Python 140, Java then and rest you can see also. Okay, and now our software names of number of blocks. Approximately the number of blocks in our software were 365, where SAS were only 40, Stata were only 8, and SPSS and other softwares were 320. What? Am I a joke to you? It's like that. Okay, the next is principle and software paradigm. Yeah, here principle and software paradigm. R is not really a statistical software. R is a programming language, as you know, and limited user friendly and interfaces for data analysis, and is object oriented, as I said before, and almost non-decorative and simple to programming languages. Similar to programming languages like Proton, C, Python, Java. Okay, and R has limited graphical user interface, GUI. The most best ever functions I have ever seen in R. In GUIs, the first is RCMDR, R commander. Okay, and now let's see it. And okay, R commander. This is a basic level of R. First, let's also learn it in the second video of R introduction. And now let's move to next. This is RK bar. This is an intermediate range. Okay, this is not a best. At the same time, this is not the worst. Okay, and this is rattle, the advanced software I have ever seen for GUI in R. And now let us see the inherent limitations of preserved Excel like spreadsheets. Actually, this is R versus SAS. SAS is already costly, as you know, but R is free. That's the best ever thing I have ever noticed. And description of R interface. Here you can see the description of our console, where the programs will be previously written, and using command line in our console. Actually, everybody uses command line as for Python also, and Actually, many people think command line is used for finding files that we think it is missed, but it is also used for some other various things like coding in R. You just have to just download the files needed required for R, and you can then just code in command line also. The same includes in Python, C++, etc. And R GUI menu file tab. Actually, there are many tabs and over here, and this shows out the file tab, the usual basic and general options, and display files is also noted over here, and our GUI menu edit tab. These tabs generally knows what they have. Actually, in file tab you can also open a new script. This we will be learning you guys in a new what to say, this will be learned by our instructor or by me in R, like opening the software and teaching you guys. Anyway, you guys just see it now also. Here display files, actually load workspace, save workspace, and print, do, etc. and exit also. And here in edit tab, actually copy, paste, cut, blah blah blah, select all, clear console, etc. Actually, the quotation over here, the name of the data frame, it is the data editor entering object's name, and the result of the editor will be like welcome to the jigsaw or interaction course. Okay. And now view, there are you can view toolbar and also status bar. This is toolbar, and this might be, after I'm in our programming practical, I will show you what is status bar also. And actually over here we want to consider about MISC. Okay, MISC tab diverse of it has diverse of options, and this will be further clearly introduced by me or instructor in practical languages, as these are very important to learn briefly. And at the same time, the another tab is packages, and this has very another loop things like app base, biotop, C sharp, and we can code any languages by load package. This load package is very important while setting up R. Okay, and now let's get out get out fast. And this is Windows. Cascade, title horizontally, title vertically, arrange icons, one R console. This is our basics. Help, this if you have any doubt you can just ask them and help, and they help on question. You can just ask, and search help. If you give, they will provide you the answer. Advantages of R. This R has many specific advantages. And as we are considering the R philosophy, open source code, you can access the code of the software, in-depth understanding of R, what does, and modify the code. An example, MGCV web package, and address of MGCV web package is here given in the picture over displayed, and you can just zoom it out and learn it. Actually it will be good for you. And next are access to the source code. Example of the source code of MGCV package, and unzipping this, you can, I will just give you this link out in the description, such that you can also learn it, unzipping, how to unzip it. Actually many of us know how to unzip, but many others don't know how to do it. I will show you that, guys. Okay, and here R is free. That's the basic and best advantage. As you come to SAS, the one of the best growing softwares. Anyway, R is the first at everything, and it is free. And academics, it is free. Demo, it is free. Commercial, it is free, and full commercial, it's also free. You can take R as the basic and best also. Next is SAS, free to $100 for academics itself. Demo is absolutely not available, and commercial it accounts of thousands of dollars. If you are taking it as commercial, that too only basic, it costs about $1,000. when you commercial full $10,000. Am I joke to you? They are just costing $10,000. 7 lakhs 65,000 in Indian rupees if you take it as commercial. What the heck? Okay, now Excel free to $10 academics. I mean, I itself used Excel in my third standard for free. It's not a big deal. But if you use as commercial, it will cost around hundreds, 250 to 150 dollars. But it's a Excel is just a basic one as compared to these statistical softwares and SPSS. This is one of the best software and my father is using too. And this academics is $100 and commercial is $2,000 and full commercial it ranges around 2000 1000 to $2,000. Okay, interface with other languages and scripting capabilities. Interface with virtually any programming language. Photon, C, C++, Python. Tailor or rewrite the old codes in R. R as the scripting language, and R can be launched in other language also. This is the best one, right? Yes. And R visualization capability. Actually R has high meters and it can be visualize anything easily, and meters at north and meters at south display this view at perfectly, as you can see that. And now this is the R visualization capabilities. One second. Actually here the block one Nasicella block all were displayed. I can't explain all this very briefly at the same time, so you just watch this. I will show you afterwards in other video. And our visualization capabilities are really good as these are the pictures and samples for that. Okay, R has a good role in academia. R tool can be used as the finest researchers and top-notch analytic capabilities. You just see the world map over here and this is been, and this screenshot is being taken from Paul Butler Facebook. And please, thanks Paul Butler. Yes. Okay, free open source philosophy. Our websites with many examples, free books, free libraries, free online open sources, and Twitter accounts also. On online helps and decisions, mailing list, very active and diverse form, and communities of developers and helpers. Okay, actually we are moving to the next agenda. We in the drawbacks of R. Actually I'm not good at it, but the drawbacks are, what to say, if there is a good one there'll be a bad one. Yeah, here let's move on. Poor management of large data sheets. Anyway, big data analysis, many of the big data analysts use R as them, but it has a poor management of large data sets and avoid improper data loops, and prefer R as the advanced language for data structure. If you use it for basics it's also good, but if you take it as advanced you will be the best. And next, complicated structures of packages in R. Dozen of packages are there to be loaded every time in memory. Packages to be better and manage memory. R Hadoop big F small f. I don't know how to spell it. And R Hadoop is an inspiration from Google, and thank you to Google. R packages are to be better to manage memory and average computing performance. No default parallel execution, or packages to be used several cores and top skills needed for performing high computing, and A-level programming languages, abstract and modern Python. Yes, actually it is not Python is leading R, but R is giving a straight comparison to Python. Let's see who wins in the Python versus R video in the next lecture. And more productive codings, and a high level programming languages with more productive codings, and but further from a mechanical language and machine language actually, and meaning 100 times slower than C. And actually C is a basic language, but it is 100 times slower than C. Lol. Okay, difficult data visualization and management. You just see how much drawbacks does R have. Anyway, that's not a big one. As problems for large organizations, if you are a large organization, I will not recommend you because you might have big funds, so buy big languages like SAS also. But if you are a noob or beginner like us or intermediate, you can also use R. But if you are large organization, please don't, I'm not recommending it to you. Are made of several thousand independent packages and no deployment for complex organizations and no installation support. Complex organizations, that's what I said, lack code accountability. Thousands of individuals are independent or developers. Actually, as I said, if you are a large organization with thousands of people working on you, don't use R because because R can't be integrated with one another. Nobody responsible for quality code of the code and potentially high hidden cost with car. Total cost may favor commercial solutions for complex commutation and made in large corporations and relativity and difficult to learn. What, it is difficult to learn? Yes. Our code is for an underage computer science course and a very complex data structure useful if mastered, and our syntax is not logical. Both SAS and R more abstract than programming languages and Photon C, difficult to learn, more rewarding professionally. Why we use R? There are this much drawbacks, then why we use R? Why? So here is the answer. Actually, more positive than negative points. Yes, that's the point I was also thinking to say. Actually, R has what is it, more positivity. Yes, no language is perfect. Actually, yes, and contrarily subject objectives to mean strengths and weaknesses of each language and effect of legacy and culture organization. Use existing solutions, system architecture, BA tools, habits in business analysis, and different needs imply different tools. Large cooperation plus defined procedures, SAS like. Yes, and less financial sources and a quick proof of concept. These are enough to prove that R is positive, has a good positive point than its negative point. Very appealing solution. Yes, here overall you just refer this one as this is a good one of table. Just refer this one. I'll recommend you. And next is finally references for learning R. Actually, these slides I'm just skipping. If you wanna see the references, I'll try to give the links in the description, and we will also let you know the GUIs as and also the websites where you can learn R perfectly by like a programming language. And okay, actually here the websites are www.rproject.org, and mailing lists are help where you can ask for help, and R bloggers where many of the R data scientists will learn you about R. And finally the reference for learning conferences, other conferences or venues, conferences about business analysis, data mining, and specialized topic with sessions involving. Find or even start a R user group close to your location, and R wiki geological list and groups on the meetup.com, and events and news on our bloggers as I said. And thank you guys, you guys made the day today, and thank you. Namaste, namaskar.